Hello, beautiful yogis, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Ashley, and this is day 14 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. So today is about recovery, but it is not the kind where you just get to check out. This is active recovery. We are still training, but we are training something that most people skip: control, regulation, and breath. So we have built some serious strength this week, some core compression, inversion preps, posterior chain power. Now it is time to absorb all of that work. So we're going to move through mobility flows, subtle strength drills, and breath-led transitions that will really help reset the nervous system, while also helping the body integrate what it's learned. So, and if you are planning on finishing this challenge strong, make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss what's next. We are only getting stronger from here. And this class may feel a little different, but I promise it is one of the most important. So grab a couple blocks or a strap if you need it, and let's recover like we train, with intention. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start today's practice lying down onto our back. So let's go ahead and make that transition. So here I want you to start with your knees bent. Bring one hand to your belly. Just let it rest over the belly button, and let the other one just kind of rest right around the rib cage. You could even let the knees knock in towards each other just a little bit here. And here I just want you to breathe into the hands. Feel the belly as it rises and falls. Feel the sensation, the belly as it lifts into the hand. Feel the sensation of the rib cage as it expands into the other hand. From here, go ahead and tuck the tail under. Feel the belly button as it really tries to reach towards the spine. Feel the groin as it tries to pull up towards that belly button. Hold it. And then on your exhale, release it. We're going to let it go. So this is also helping with deep internal core. Go ahead and tuck that under. Squeeze again. So you're getting used to using the pelvic floor, the deep spinal muscles, the deep core muscles that move along the spine. Go ahead and release it. And tuck. You're already starting to build awareness within that core. And then release it. And then tuck. We're going to do two more and release it. Now here, you're not just tilting the pelvis. So really on that tilt of the pelvis, you're using your core to pull the groin to the belly button. You are bringing that belly button deep into the spine with the core muscle. Hold it. And on your exhale, go ahead and release it. Wonderful job. As we rest here for just another second, I want you to set the intention for your practice. So what has brought you to your mat? And what are you hoping to cultivate today within this time that we have together? And now from here, once that intention is set, let's take another deep inhale, and we're going to draw that right knee into the chest. Hug it in. If the eyes are, if you would like, you can open up the eyes. If they're closed, whatever feels right to you. We're going to take that left leg and straighten it nice and long here. You're still tucking that tail. So that same thing that we just did, you're still using that same tuck, pulling the belly button to the spine, feeling that bandha activate. Feel the stretch in that hip flexor. And then now let's just draw some circles here. Really bringing the knee into the chest. This is also a really good one to help in digestion. All right, and switch those directions. Wonderful. And then on your exhale, draw that knee deeper into your chest. Feel the stretch. And on your exhale, we're going to switch those sides. So go ahead and draw that left knee into the chest. Let the right leg go long. Flex that foot. Active stretch here in that straight leg. And then on your exhale, draw some little circles here with the knee. So it's not going to stay this slow throughout the practice today. This is just for us to help drop in, start bringing some movement into the body, switch your directions. Just start to open up a little differently, starting in a little more of a relaxed place than we normally would. All right, wonderful. And draw that knee back into the chest, feel the stretch. And then on your exhale, go ahead and bring both knees into the chest, tuck that tail, and send it down. All right, we're going to take those feet out as wide as your mat. You can keep your hands on your belly if you'd like, or let the hands go out to the side. We're going to let those knees just shift over. Feel the stretch all along the front of the hip flexor. You shouldn't feel any tweaking in the knee though. So if you do, then just adjust that foot a little bit until you don't feel that. Let it push down from here. Don't try to force the knee down. And on your exhale, go ahead and just windshield wiper those knees to the other side, anchoring that knee down, pushing through the thigh here, opening up through the side body. And on your exhale, just go ahead and just switch. One more time. We're not going to hold this one nearly as long. Just a couple breaths here. And on your exhale, switch it one more time. Wonderful. And on your exhale, bring it back into center. All right, we're going to take that right ankle, cross it over the left, push the knee away. We're going to take a figure four piriformis stretch. So draw that knee into the chest. You can go ahead and grab behind the knee or in front of the knee if that feels good. And then you can just rock side to side, massaging that lower back. This is going to also help open up that piriformis a little bit. Breathe into your stretch. Wonderful. On that exhale, come back into your center. We're going to straighten that leg, point the toe. Now you can either keep the hand right here where it is, or take it out of this little hole space and then grab for the calf if that feels better, or the ankle. Now, if you do have a strap, if you'd like to use it, you're welcome to. You're just going to bring it around either the arch of the foot or behind the ankle here or calf, and then pull that in towards your face. Draw the belly button towards the spine, already activating core. And point the toe to get a nice stretch along the top of the foot. On your exhale, we're going to grab those toes, either with your strap or with your fingers. If you do have the flexibility, you shouldn't need a strap. But as the body starts to open, the straps are very useful. They just help extend the arms a little bit, give you a little more reach as you build through that flexibility. All right, and then on your exhale, go ahead and release it and bend that knee, send it down. We're gonna go ahead and release that right ankle. We're gonna switch those sides, take the left ankle over the right knee, push it away, feel that stretch. Inhale, and on that exhale, draw that knee back into the chest. On the right side, take that piriformis, figure four stretch, and maybe even just rock side to side. Ooh. Massage that lower back. This is also going to help kind of take your mind off of the stretch a little bit and allow you a deeper access because you're able to surrender rather than feeling like you need to hold on so tightly and clinch. So I want you to take a second here as we're holding this stretch, and I want you to notice if you're resisting it in any way. So are you clinching and holding tight, holding back a little bit, or are you melting into it? So that's part of the practice, is being aware of those things. All right, on your exhale, we're gonna go ahead and just straighten that leg, point the toe, keep the hand behind the knee if that feels good, or completely adjust altogether, bring that hand out, grabbing the calf. This is a deep stretch for the piriformis, mind you. Maybe you grab your ankle. Keep pulling that belly button in towards the spine, pointing the toe. Keep bringing that groin up towards the belly button as well, so you get that compression, that bandha activation. Head and shoulders are relaxed. And then on your exhale, if you have the access, go ahead and bring the toes towards the shin, stretching out the calves. Breathe through it. This one can sometimes take your breath away, so just make sure that you're melting and surrendering. Deep breaths. And on your exhale, go ahead and release it. Bend that knee, take it down. Wonderful job. All right, let's tuck that tail under. Let's do a couple of those little pelvic tilts to release the lower back. And one more. Perfect job. All right, go ahead and straighten that right leg. Grab that calf, let the left leg go long. Feel a deeper stretch in that hamstring. Now, if you need to, you can always grab behind the knee if that feels better. Or again, take a strap to feel the stretch in that hamstring. All right, we're gonna add a little core work here. So kind of getting out of that recovery place and into a little strength. So again, we've already been working on it. Tuck the tail under, pulling belly button to spine. Feel that activation of those two bandhas, the Uddiyana and the Mula bandha. And then on your inhale, we're gonna let those elbows go out to the side. Lift your head, try to bring your nose to knee. Feel the stretch, but also that core. Maybe it touches. And on your exhale, without letting your head completely come down, we're gonna just switch those legs. Let that right leg hover. And then on your inhale and on your exhale, we're gonna come up, let those elbows bend, feel the stretch in the hamstring, but also bring the nose to knee. And exhale, relax the head. We're gonna switch those sides. Inhale and exhale, come up and tap. Release the nose from the knee, take some space, switch those sides. Inhale, and on your exhale, tap. Inhale, take some space, exhale, switch. We're gonna do one more each side, tap. Inhale, and on your exhale, switch those sides and tap. Inhale, release. Exhale, go ahead and bend those knees, hug it in. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more core. All right, draw that right knee into the chest. Take the left leg nice and long. We're gonna keep that knee bent, but we're gonna, again, compress. Mula and Uddiyana bandha come together. Inhale, now we're gonna bring in the Jalandhara bandha, activating that next pranic lock. Come up and bring the nose or chin to knee. Let that left leg hover. Inhale. And on your exhale, switch. Stay up this time. We're going to go for a total of 6, so 3 each side. And exhale. Really try to compress. And 4. You got one more each side. And switch. And switch. Stay up. I know it's hard. And exhale. Release it. Shake head side to side. Wonderful. All right, coming back into center. We're just going to let those knees fall to the side. Look over that right shoulder. We're going to come up off our back here in just a second. Inhale, use your core strength, pull it together, take it to the other side. Look over that left shoulder. And exhale, come back into center. Cross those ankles. We're going to roll it on up to all fours. So you can shoot it back if you want. We're going to rock it on up, come to our seat, tuck it under, and then you can step it back. Wonderful. Inhale, and on your exhale, drop those knees down. We're going to take protraction and retraction of the shoulder. So we're going to drop down and push up. Drop down, push up. Drop down, push up. And down, push up. And down, push up. Down, push up. Down, push up. Down, push up. All right, hold it up. We're going to find our plank. We're going to do a couple protraction, retractions from that plank. Come down and back up. Here, the shoulder blades are moving, not your elbows. So if you look something like this, it's not a push-up. This is protraction or retraction of the shoulder. You're using the muscles around your blade to come down and allow the torso to come through, and then you're pushing it away. Let's take one more and exhale. Go ahead and take those knees, find your tabletop once again. Wonderful job. Exhale. Let's take cat-cow, pull the belly in, tuck, and exhale, pull the heart through. Exhale. Inhale, pull through, and exhale. Inhale, pull through, last one. Exhale under. Wonderful job. Find that neutral space. Perfect. All right, let's thread the needle. So we're going to go ahead and take that left arm, stack those shoulders, deep twist. Inhale, and on your exhale, take that right hand under, or left hand under right. Walk the right hand out. Find that twist here. Push. Look over that right shoulder. If you like, you're welcome to take that top arm, wrapping it around like you're trying to reach for that other thigh. You could even straighten that leg to help you get there a little deeper, but peeling open through the front of the chest here. And on your exhale, you can drop that knee down, take that hand back, one arm push up, back to center, stack, see how far you've come. On that exhale, take the hand down. We're going to switch those sides, stack those shoulders, inhale. And then on your exhale, guide that right hand under the left and kickstand out, slide it through, twist. Inhale, and maybe you take that top arm, wrap it around, stay here, and maybe you straighten that leg deep and through your twist. Pull your belly in. On your exhale, drop the knee. Go ahead and come back through with that hand. Back to center, stack shoulders. See how far you've come. Exhale, take it down. All right, we're gonna walk those knees back just a little bit, hands forward, take puppy pose, heart open. And then here, either forehead down or chin down or chest and chin. 4 and 5. Go ahead and slither right on through, finding sphinx pose. Pull your heart through your hands here. No slouching in the shoulders. We're lifting out, neck is long. Inhale, and then on the exhale, maybe you lift up a little higher. Inhale and exhale, take it out to the side, rest your forehead down. All right, inhale, curl the toes. We're gonna take the hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, push up, exhale, push back. And then inhale, find your down dog. Inhale, look through. We're gonna walk those feet to the hands. Inhale, take a flat back. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. On your exhale, bend those knees. We're going to go ahead and take that right foot, step it way back. Drop that knee, peel your heart through, open up. And then on your next inhale, we're going to take the hands to the inside of the foot. Heel toe that foot out as wide as your mat. We're going to expose the sole of the foot. Push the knee away. Look over that left shoulder. Deepen through the hip. And on your exhale, you can keep the sole of the foot exposed, or you can seal that gap if you like. Drop the elbow down, so one elbow or two, or stay up where you were. Open up your heart. And on your exhale, we're going to go ahead and take those hands back on up. Seal that gap if it's not already, and then we're going to shift the hips back, straighten the leg, and fold. Feel again the stretch along the calf, the back of the knee here, maybe a little in the hamstring. Belly stays drawn in, chin comes into the chest. And then on your exhale, we're going to come back through to our lunge. Inhale, we're going to take that back leg, spiral it out, and then stack the shoulders, rise. Inhale, and on your exhale, take your hands out to a T. Straighten that front leg as your back arm comes down, stacking shoulders here. That leg is pointed. Inhale, and on your exhale, flip your palm, look up to your palm, reach it overhead. Feel the elongation in the side body. And then inhale, rise it on up, coming back into start. Bend the knee. Left hand down, stack shoulders. On your exhale, take the hands down to meet and spiral that leg back through. Inhale, peel your heart through your hands. Inhale, lean forward, let that knee float, shift your weight back. See if you can rise it right on up. High lunge, engage the back. Glute. Inhale, and on your exhale, come down, frame that foot. We're going to send the weight slightly forward and then bring that back foot in about an arm's distance. Inhale, find that pyramid pose, hands to hip. On your exhale, rise. Inhale, lift. On your exhale, reach back behind you. Either grab your wrist, elbows, or take your reverse prayer and lean over that front leg, taking that flat back first. So here you're pulling your mat apart. Feel the stretch in that standing leg, opening up your heart. You're using both feet, not just one. So push through that back foot equally as your front foot. Pull the mat apart with those feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, rise. On your exhale, we're going to hands to heart center. Slight bend in the knee. Frame that foot. Step that leg back. Drop that back knee. Heart peels. Inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to take the weight, shift it forward, and then frame the foot, kick it back. Lower down. Chaturanga all the way to the belly. Little baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. Curl the toes, push up. Child's pose, go back. And then on your exhale, find your down dog. And from down dog, take your gaze between your hands and slowly start to walk those feet forward. Inhale, take your flat back. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, slight bend in the knees. Let the shoulders round and roll it all the way to the top. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, lift. On your exhale, we're going to take it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knee. We're going to plant those hands. Take the left foot, step it way back. Drop that knee. Inhale, peel the heart. Heart is open. Belly is in. Inhale, and on your exhale, go ahead and shift the hips back, fold over. And then inhale, come back through. Bring your hand this time to the center, heel toe that foot out wide. Hands are going to come down. Here you can expose the sole of the foot and push that knee away. Look over that right shoulder this time. Open up the heart. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back through. You can keep the sole of the foot exposed. Drop an elbow or two if you prefer. And then on your exhale, go ahead and come back. We're going to take that foot, seal the gap, shift your hips back. Fold. And then inhale, come back through. We're going to kickstand that back foot and keep that right hand down. Stack the shoulders, pull the belly in. Inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to rise it up, straighten that front leg as the back arm comes down. Inhale, flip the palm, and on your exhale, reach the hand above the head. Keep pointing that right toe, feeling the elongation all along the side body. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend, plant the hand, take that starting position. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back through. Peel the heart. Inhale, lean forward, curl the toes, pick up the back knee. Rise it on up. Inhale, engage the back glute. And then exhale, come back down. We're going to lean forward, step the back foot forward a little bit, arms distance, straighten the front leg. And then inhale, peel the heart through, pick up the belly. On your exhale, bring your hands to your hip, pull them out apart as you rise. Inhale, lift. On that exhale, take the hand back behind you, either grabbing wrist or elbow, or full on reverse prayer. Open up the heart on your exhale, fold. Belly draws in. Keep pulling them out apart, equal pressure through both feet. And then pull them out apart as you rise. Inhale. Rise it all the way. On that same inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and slight bend in the knee. Frame that foot, step it back, drop that knee, release the toes, and shift and fold. And then inhale, come back through. And then we're going to pick up that back knee float, shift it back, plant the hands. We're going to step the front foot back, and then drop the knees, lower all the way down. Inhale, rise, little baby cobra, and push up. Exhale, child's pose. And then on your exhale, come back up, downward facing dog. Feel your stretch, push through your middle finger and thumb. And then on your exhale, walk those feet back to the hands. Inhale, take a flat back. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, bend your knees. Utkatasana chair. Settle into that chair, tuck your tail. Now make sure that you can see your toes. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. We're going to take that right foot, step it back, left foot follows, drop the knee, lower all the way down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Curl the toes, push up, exhale, push back. And on your exhale, come back up, downward dog. And on your exhale, walk those feet to your hands. Inhale, take a flat back. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, bend the knees, fingertips graze, Utkatasana, chair rise. And on your exhale, fold back over, straighten those legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. We're going to take the left foot, step it back, right foot follow, drop the knee, lower down, modified chaturanga. Roll it up, little baby cobra. And exhale, relax it. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to slide the forearms through. Find your way into sphinx pose. I'm going to settle back down into my mat a little bit. Kind of made my way down a little or up a little too high. All right, so place the forearms down. We're going to pull the heart through the hands here. Really lifting out of the shoulders. And then here, you want to make sure that those elbows are in line with your shoulders. And no slouching. So that neck is long. No dumping into the lower back. We're pulling the heart through the hands. We're nice and high, nice and elevated here. All right, and then on your exhale, now you can either stay here for a couple more breaths, or we're going to press through those hands and gently start to lift those elbows up off the mat. And if it feels good, you can straighten the arms all the way through and open up the throat. Try not to let the shoulders come into the ears. All right, on your exhale, let the elbows go out to the side and rest your forehead down. All right, wonderful. And on your exhale, we're going to take those hands along the side body, roll the shoulders back. We're going to lift it up, lift the legs, palms face up. Find locust pose, open up. Inhale, and on your exhale, take those hands forward. Hold it, and exhale, take it down. Rest your left cheek onto your hands. On your exhale, we're going to come right back up. Take your hands to the outside of your chest. Roll the shoulders back, lift the legs, hands lift. Take locust pose. Once more, hold it. Inhale, and on your exhale, take it through. Hold it up. Inhale and exhale. Layer the hands. Take that right cheek, rest it down. And exhale. All right, inhale, take your hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back, curl the tail, the toes under. We're gonna push up, exhale, push back. Child's pose. Here, really wrap those armpits under, almost as if you're trying to get those armpits to touch towards the floor. Now, obviously, they're not going to do that, but you really want to kind of wrap them around as if you are. So you're creating space between the shoulder blades. Spreading out the upper back. All right, inhale, look up. On your exhale, we're going to walk the hands over to the right. We're going to take that left hand and layer it over top of that right hand. Drop your forehead down. And then inhale, come back into your center. On your exhale, take the hands over to the left side, stack that right hand over top of the left. You can bend your elbow if you need to. And you can also keep your toes curled under like me, or you can uncurl them. And then on your exhale, go ahead and come back through. All right, inhale, rise it on up. Let's take one more thread the needle here. We're going to open up that left arm. This is just going to be a quick transition. Guide that left arm under, walk it out, guide it through, push. See how far you've come this time. All right, and then on your exhale, we're going to push through that hand, bring it back to center stack. If the toes are not already, go ahead and curl them under. We're going to take a left hand to the left heel, open up, half camel, heart open. Reach the pelvis forward as you lift the heart. Inhale, and on your exhale, windmill it right back down. We're going to go right into the other side. Stack the shoulders, right side up. Exhale, right side behind the left. Walk it out. Guide it through. Look over that left shoulder. See how far you've come. And then inhale, come up. Stack, come back to start. Toes stay curled under on your exhale. Right hand comes down to that right heel. Pelvis forward, heart open as the left arm comes up. And on your exhale, go ahead and take it right back down. Cat-cow. 1 and 2 and 3. Wonderful job. And under. All right, walk those hands forward. We're going to all meet in downward facing dog. We're going to take a little stretch here. Push through the middle finger and thumb. Lift your tail high. Wrap those armpits around here. So really flattening out that back, spreading the upper back, the shoulder blades. And 5. Go ahead and take your gaze between your hands. We're going to step, walk, or jump into our yogi squat and settle into squat. Pulling the heart through the hands here. Now, if you need some blocks, you can set some blocks underneath your heels. You can sit on some blocks. You can even have them in front of you if you are a little higher. So just find whatever version works for you. But wherever you are, you're pulling your groin to your belly button to your spine. So that is activating your mula and uddiyana bandha. I know I've said this a lot, but this is super important. That is your core compression. That is where you get a lot of that float, that stabilization, that control, that ease. And the more you train those, the stronger your postures feel, the easier they are to hold, the more stable they feel. Like once you start to activate them, squat even it starts to feel easier and everything starts to open. All right, wonderful job. From here, let's go ahead and have a seat. You can either take one hand in front, one hand in back, use that to guide your seat back, or allow that core compression and that deep pelvic floor muscle to take you down. So you're gonna tuck it under, bring those knees towards each other, and then come down. If you plop, embrace it, it happens. All right, we're gonna find boat pose, grabbing the knees behind grabbing the hands behind the knees. Sometimes I just wonder. Tucking the tail under, we're gonna hold our boat. Take the hands out if you feel comfortable. 1, 2, 3. We're only holding for 5. 4, you can do it. And 5, take your hands behind your knees and then just come down onto your back. Wonderful job. All right, walk those heels and make sure that the tip of your middle finger touches the back of the heel. Okay, and then you can even turn your heels out slightly. This is going to help in rotation of the hip. But we're going to tuck the tail under, plant the hands down, and lift here. Hold. Slight engage of the core without jamming, or slight engagement of the glutes without engaging or jamming that lower back. So lift. We're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and tuck the tail. Set it down. All right, we're going to do a couple little marches here just to engage that glute a little bit. Got to bring a little bit of fire in just to activate. All right, lift, and then we're going to draw that right knee into the chest and set it down. Draw that left knee into the chest and set it down. Right, set it down. Keep that engaged. Set it. Bring that left knee. Set it down. Almost there. And switch. And switch. And switch. One more each side. And switch. and switch. All right, pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck your tail, come down, draw your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. I'm going into plow. We're going to take that toes up towards the ceiling, hands are down. You can use your core compression and strength to get the legs behind the head, or you can assist yourself up with your hands. Okay, so I'm going to actually use my core compression. Grab your lower back. Create space between chin and chest. You may need to shimmy a little bit with the shoulders. If you want to make it more of a stretch, take your hands, guide them down the legs. And exhale. You can even take your hands, interlace, open up your chest here. And then exhale, release it. We're going to lower it down, compress your core, deep tuck, come down with control. Grab those knees, rock side to side. All right, now on your exhale, we're going to take that left leg, keep that knee bent for a moment. We're going to grab a hold of the big toe on the right side. All right, so you're using your peace fingers to wrap around, or really however you want to get a hold of your foot. It's just more traditional to grab with the peace fingers. But we're going to turn the heel in, straighten your left leg. And then as you straighten that right leg, that heel needs to continue to rotate inward. This is going to help in the rotation of the hip. But we're going to keep that left hand down the thigh or out to a T for additional balance. Hi, Gypsy. It's my guest star, Gypsy, today. I love it when she joins us. All right, turn your heel in. We're going to take that leg out to the side, stretching that inner thigh. So again, the hand can be out at a T or resting down the thigh. Traditionally, it's taught more down the thigh. So it's really your preference though. And then on your inhale, using the inner thigh and core, pull back into center. Inhale, and on your exhale, lift, bringing knee to nose. Well, kind of. If it touches, it touches. You can let this leg be laxed, or you can let it hover if you want a little extra. And then on your exhale, relax it down. We're going to take that left hand. Now, you may need to bend your knee to get a hold of that foot. Walk it across. Okay, so you're coming across the foot. And then on your exhale, you're going to take that right hand down and then see if you can try and straighten that leg. Now, we're going to bring it across the body just a little bit, getting IT band, that outer side of the hip. Knee can remain bent if you need it. And gaze over whatever shoulder you like. And on your exhale, come back into center. Release it. Go ahead and bend your knee and then let that knee bend. We're going to take that left leg into the chest. We're going to take a hold of the big toe. Straighten that right leg. Maybe your left leg straightens as well. Maybe the heel turns in, hand either on the thigh or out to a T, and let that leg fall out to the side. Stretch out that inner thigh. And inhale, come back into your center. On your exhale, again, if you need to, bend that knee or just reach, grab across, release that left hand, straighten the leg. Lead with the heel as you bring that leg across the body slightly. Now you're going to notice you don't need a whole lot, okay? So just take it across the body as much as you need to where you feel that stretch, and just try to keep yourself anchored. The more you keep pulling that core in, the more anchored you're going to feel. Gaze over that left shoulder. Or whatever feels good. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. And exhale, coming back into center. Grab a hold of that foot with both hands. And then on your exhale, come up. And right back down. All right, go ahead and release it. Bend that knee. And set it down. We're going to bring both knees, bend, and hug them in this time. Give yourself a big hug. Tell yourself something nice. Practice that self-love. I don't know, fill that cup, whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. All right, on that exhale, go ahead and release it. We're going to just let those knees fall to the right. Maybe take a hold of that outer thigh. You can stack those knees, tee out the arm. And that left side. And then on your exhale, just switch those sides. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back into center. Reach those arms above the head. Really lift and reach, point those toes. Good morning stretch. And then on your exhale, go ahead and release it. Bend those knees. Tuck the tail under. Pull the belly button deep into the spine as you straighten one leg and then the other. Find your star pose. Take a moment here. Relax. Release. Inhale and exhale. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Unfurl the brow. Let every muscle in the face begin to relax and release. And allow yourself to rest here. Allow yourself to settle. Find peace. And with each wandering thought, bring your awareness to your breath. Even if you have to bring your attention back 1,000,000 times, let each time treat it as if it were the first, with the same kindness and patience. I'm going to leave you here in silence as you really begin to connect to your Savasana and allow that nervous system to regulate. Come back to center. Now before we begin to bring some movement back into the body, notice the waves of peace and calm that begin to wash over you. Notice the release of tension, the calmness in the body and mind. Now let's begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling your wrists and rolling your ankles. Bending your knees and your elbows, bringing some larger movement into the body. And whenever you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side. Let this be the time you can really integrate anything that arose for you within the practice, within your Savasana, or anything that comes up now.
And then on that exhale, extend the top leg using the top arm to press yourself to a nice comfortable seat. Try not to disturb the peace that you work so hard to create here. Continuing to regulate that nervous system. Bring your hands to your knees, palms face up for the mudra of receiving. Chin is tucked, belly is ends, heart is lifted. Shoulders are up, back, and down. Take a deep breath. And a big sigh. And again. And exhale. Inhale, lift those arms above the head, and on your exhale, hands heart center. Set the intention for the rest of your day. So what would you like to cultivate beyond your mat? What would you like to carry with you from your practice today? And once you've set the intention, send the energy down, grounding into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation as those palms touch hands, heart center. Last and final time, until next time. Sealing the space with our mantra. You're welcome to repeat this with me if you choose, out loud to yourself or not at all. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
All right, you did it. Day 14 is complete. That means that you have made it through 2 full weeks of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. And that is not just commitment to movement, that is commitment to yourself, and that is everything. Remember, slowing down isn't weakness, it's wisdom. So your strength means more when you know how to hold it without always trying to push. So take a moment to check in. How do you feel? What has shifted since day 1? If this challenge has been helping you build some real strength, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button at the top of the screen so you don't miss what's next. And if you are ready to go deeper into the drills that actually build compression, control, and next level core strength, check out my 7-day exclusive core drill challenge. I have linked it below. It is no fluff, all function, just smart, progressive training in short, snack-sized videos to make your practice so much stronger, and you can't get it anywhere else. So week 3 is coming, so hydrate, sleep well, and I will see you back here for day 15. Same mat, new challenge. Namaste.